The Patterson Court development, nestled within the Centennial Hill community in the City of Dreams, wonderful downtown Montgomery, Alabama, is chock full of a rich and vibrant Black history gone by. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development shows that the concentration of poverty in this once booming economy is nearly 74%. Within Centennial Hill is the public housing development Patterson Court. Its long-term vacancy rate is approximately 16%, compared to a vacancy rate of about half that at 7.5% in Montgomery County. Patterson Court is the oldest of Montgomery's public housing properties and the most distressed. A stark difference from its prime, Centennial Hill today suffers from neglect. Many historic buildings and homes remain in the area, though run down or abandoned as silent witnesses to the affluence of the pre-civil rights days. This is the kind of distress that Choice Neighborhoods was designed to address. In this video, the Montgomery Housing Authority will provide a brief visual overview of the community that is destined to benefit and thrive from the Choice Neighborhood Initiative grant. With the right investment, this community is poised for a comeback.
Patterson Court was originally constructed in 1937 and was the third public housing development constructed in the United States of America, consisting of 200 units of studio, 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units. It is located directly adjacent to Alabama State University, a historically Black college and university. It is no coincidence that the property is named after ASU's second president, Dr. William Burns Patterson. Patterson Court also borders the Interstate of 85 on the north. The residents consist of 50% elderly and 50% families. Its structures, design, unit floor plan, and systems are obsolete. Evidenced by the clotheslines throughout, the units are not equipped with washers or dryers. Many units are without air conditioners. Others have window units that are inadequate to fully cool the units during the summer months in Montgomery. Additionally, there is inadequate parking for vehicles, and it lacks multiple play areas for children. Also, recent surveying has deemed the existing site to be located on a 100-year floodplain. Established at the beginning of the 20th century with a total of 41 acres, Oak Park was the social and recreational center of Alabama's capital city, Montgomery. In 1967, plans were approved for a 34-acre recreational park in North Montgomery, which included acreage for a small zoo. Unfortunately, although the zoo was scheduled to open in 1971, 13 years after the closing of Oak Park, the opening was delayed for almost a year. Dedicated to providing quality health care to the area's medically underserved population, Health Services Incorporated, HSI, began in April of 1968 as a free health clinic in the basement of Montgomery City Hall. The Plazas at Centennial Hill is one of Montgomery's proudest mixed-finance developments. It consists of 2 phases of mixed-income development totaling 258 units. The first phase of 129 units was completed in 2013 with a total development cost of $23 million. The second phase of 129 units was completed in 2016 with a total development cost of $24 million. These units have a combination of ACC, LIPH, project-based voucher, and LIHTC units. The end of the compliance periods are 2031 and 2033, respectively. The Montgomery Housing Authority is particularly proud of this development, and this development rivals market rate developments throughout the city of Montgomery. The Benmore Hotel is one of Montgomery's historical jewels. It was nearly 70 years ago when the Benmore Hotel made Montgomery history, becoming the first hotel to serve the city's black citizens. A beacon for the Centennial Hill neighborhood, the hotel was a regular meeting spot for civil rights leaders, the first high-rise built outside the downtown limits, and a mark within the Green Book, which let blacks across the country know which business they would be welcomed in. Built in 1951, the 28-room hotel became a regular meeting spot for Martin Luther King Jr., the Reverend Ralph Abernathy, and other civil rights leaders.
All the musicians basically came to town before the '64 Civil Rights Bill. Little Richard came to Montgomery. Then you had Duke Ellington. Then you had Ray Charles. Ike and Tina Turner. They stayed in the Benmore Hotel. The Benmore had a Majestic Cafe was on the corner here. Then the hotel was in the center. Then on the 3rd floor was the rooftop garden where they had dances and so forth.
Although on the surface, revitalization may begin with the bricks and mortar of new and restored homes, buildings, streets, and sidewalks, the Montgomery Housing Authority understands that to be the spark to ignite the greater revitalization and transformation in the hearts and minds of those in the community. This shared goal with the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development is the happy ending of lives transformed. That which comes with revitalization and renewal, the educational, economic, and training opportunities for our families, both young and old, and all those in between. With the partnership of HUD, the City of Montgomery, and numerous other partners and stakeholders, Centennial Hill will be great again, and perhaps even greater.